Okay, today's video. Look at that trash. Today we're going to talk about the new department in Wareham, the Department of Natural Resources. And I see that they have some new department and they put the harbor master in and the animal control. They need to take care of this stuff. That's some natural resources that shouldn't be like that. I don't know why they don't consider litter part of their job. I mean, they do. They say that they try to help prevent it, but it doesn't look like it. It's the Department of Natural Resources, and it's actually a type of, it's a police type force of people that enforce the rules and laws. That's what they say. Well, I was watching a TV show the other night with my favorite show to get pissed off at is what's the show in Maine where it's all about the game wardens and I can't think of the name of the show. But the show was this show. They had 3 game wardens. And they were all harassing this guy. This guy must have been 90. I swear to God, he was 90. And didn't look like he was all there, had a rough life. But he was still able and walked around and hunted behind his house. And I guess he was in town bragging that he shot a moose. So they had to come up and question him. And it just amazes me every time I watch that show of how controlling they are over the population, of what they do and how they hunt and where they hunt and what they hunt, and they really take it so serious. To me, it's just like, here's this 90-year-old guy, has lived in Maine all of his life. It's a very rural area, probably where he is, and he's just out trying to get some moose meat, and he shoots a moose, and he's not a kind of guy that's going to sell it, make a profit from it. He's just going to eat it. He's just going to eat it like anyone would if they lived there 200 years ago. They go out in the backyard and shoot a moose. And I don't know why he can't today, especially if it's like his property. It's one moose. He's just eating it. He doesn't sell it. He's not making a profit. He's not going crazy with it. How the hell did all those branches? Oh, they cut them off of the train right there. So anyways, they're harassing the hell out of them. They're giving them a really hard time. And there's 3 of them. And I guess in the end he got a $200 fine for something. And I don't know what it was exactly, whether they actually found a moose that he shot or... But, it just boggles my mind. People are up in Maine, they're out in the middle of the boonies, and they're fishing, and these game wardens have to sneak up on these people that are fucking fishing. It's like, big deal. What are they doing? Do you think they're taking 100 fish out of there or something? They're not. They're just fishing. But you gotta sneak up on them, give them a hard time, check for their license, and all this stuff, and they're always, very aggressive about it. The way they stand, the way they talk. They got their bulletproof vests on, their hands on their guns, and they're harassing people that are fishing. Now, to me, I just find this really bizarre. It's like, seriously. You really have to be this way with people that are fishing? You can't just walk up and talk to them and ask them if they have a license. You have to sneak up on them. You have to, it's like, what is this game? So now I guess in Wareham there's a natural resources. It's kind of like Fish and Wildlife, kind of like the Massachusetts Natural Resources Police or something. I don't know what they call themselves. And now it seems like all the towns are doing it, so I don't know what's happened here, whether they get money from the government, to buy all new trucks and hire all these people. And last year they were putting up Christmas decorations. which was nice of them to put up the Christmas decorations. But they're wearing their bulletproof vests and they got their guns on and, always looking around like there's a problem. And they're putting up Christmas decorations. How do these people live? And it's a certain, they're not all like that, I imagine, but there are a lot that are they take it pretty serious. And their job, and they're a police force, and I just find it crazy, like with all this rubbish out here, right? You think they'd be doing something about this. You think they'd be doing something about this is the environment, this is our natural resources, and look at them. I mean, spend some time looking for these people. Whenever I've talked to someone in the town, they say, we can't put people out there and watch for this. But you got people out there watching people fishing. Make sure they have a fishing license. What about the trash that they leave behind? Not enough is done to make people aware of it. To me, I never heard anything about, fines or people getting fined or caught. But to me, it just kills me that the town went out and spent a bunch of money on these, I don't know what it is. Maybe they get money from the federal government or something to form these new departments. That's all a bunch of new trucks, a lot of equipment, people, and their job is to protect the natural resources, which is fine. But to me, it's like, wow, people are so monitored, and watched, and it's like things we used to do in everyday life, like go fishing and hunting and feed our families. But now it's such a crazy thing. It's just kind of like, it's weird when it's very controlling over people. And a lot of people don't realize it, and you've just come to believe that that's the way it is. But I don't know why it has to be that way. I don't think we'd outfish any of these ponds or rivers or streams. There probably are people that get ridiculous, but that's all it is. It's not life or death. It's not fucking murder. It's not a robbery. Just don't need to have such a police state about it. All right, that's my rant today.